I feel like I'm really happy. I'm really happy that this is finally behind me. And again, like I would never victimize myself over this. And I feel like there are a lot of people that go through a lot worse. And as I said, like I don't know if you but just to reiterate, like some people get like cancer, right? Some people like lose a child. Some people um like have an accident, they can't walk anymore. So it's like this compared to oh, nasty things can happen to you in life. It's not really something I feel like I have the right to complain about. So it is what it is. I'm obviously really happy that this is finally behind me. So that lawsuit is going to stay there, right? The U.S. lawsuit against Jeff, until he apologizes, right? Like it's like, I again, I said this many times already, but like what happened to Jeff is completely understandable, right? Like imagine like he's a father and he had lost his son, and you can imagine how that would hit you, right? And it's like, and 4 or 5 days after losing his son, like he had to travel to a random country and start talking to like police officers and the local federal prosecutor, and so like it's understandable that because he was feeling probably guilty and responsible, like he was looking for someone to blame. That's like a really human reaction to have. And I think we've all been there where you like when you feel guilty about something and then you're looking for somebody to blame, because it's really hard to um put up your own guilt. And I don't judge him because it's like, look, I feel responsible myself, like, right? Like I tried really hard to help my friend, and it doesn't matter what you do, right? Like you're always going to feel like you could have done more, and you're always going to feel like because you were right next to him every day, um you had the responsibility to help him. And and the reality is like that guilt is not going anywhere, and we're all going to have to live with it, right? It doesn't mean that it's fair. It doesn't mean that we are responsible, because at the end of the day people make their own choices, but it's a natural reaction to have. So imagine Jeff probably got it 100 or a million times worse than I did, right? In terms of like the emotional impact that this had on him. So I can totally understand why he would say stuff that aren't true to the police, like to the police officers and to the federal prosecutor, and obviously saying or telling them that Liam was that I was pretty much his doctor, right? When we're like he knows that I don't know anything about like drugs or psychiatric treatments, because I've never tried a drug in my life, right? And he knew that. So, but the point is like again, it wasn't his fault. Like he just like had a really understandable human reaction, and the lawsuit in the U.S. just because like I want and I need him and the whole family to apologize, right? Because I personally feel like they took it too far. I don't judge them. I understand why, but like I think we all get to a point, or everything in life gets to a point where you got to like backtrack a little bit and go like, hey, maybe I took it too far, and maybe now is a good time to apologize and to try to wrap the whole thing up. Like I don't even want to have to deal with lawyers anymore, right? Like about like it's like I want to go like, hey guys, you know what? Like let's just put this whole thing behind us and try to like keep going with our lives without Liam. That's going to be like pretty weird, right, for everybody. And but put energy into doing things that are constructive as opposed to like keep fighting over what really. Yeah, Liam and I like we were really really great friends. I loved him as a brother. Like he called me his older brother, and I always told him that he was my older brother in so many ways as well. And we've been friends for many many years, and we have similar personalities in so many ways, and like we would just do what normal friends do, right? We would hit the gym together, we would talk about girls, and like, hey, do you think that girl is hot? I don't know, like classic conversations, right? Like it's like and like he would be extremely supportive whenever I got into a fight with a girl I was dating back then. Like I'm like an emotional guy, so I would go like to Liam, I would go like, hey, dude, like this happened to me, and he would go like, dude, like this is the way you need to treat her. He was great with women advice and with I would say with emotions in general. And so he was an amazing guy. And honestly, I wish that people knew the real Liam. Like, because one thing is obviously what you see on TV and the artist and all the great qualities that we all know he had, but he was so much more than that underneath. Like, he was a brilliant person. He was brilliant in every single way. Like, not only with people and emotions, but also with industries and logical stuff. And we would talk about like I don't know, like science. He was obsessed with murderers. That's something that nobody really knew, right? But I remember like a week before he passed away, he was like so happy that they had finally found who Jack the Reaper was, right? And or who the real killer was. And so he was obsessed with like shows about murderers and serial killers and stuff like that, right? Like he was a normal human being. Like I said this many times, like he would rather eat at McDonald's than at any other fancy restaurant. He was a grounded, amazing person. And yeah, I miss him every day.